Welcome back to Heartcore. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Abby.
And today we're doing something a little bit different over here.
Today we're going to do a little bit of a story time, a recap of our
UK tour.
UK emo tour. We ideally wanted to, originally wanted to vlog this, our trip to our 3 different shows, but we found out that we're really bad vloggers. Maybe something to improve on in the future, but it just couldn't happen for this trip. So
we wanted to live in the moment. We did take a lot of content and we'll be making lots of short form things, but no vlog per se.
Yeah.
We attempted at the beginning of the trip and then we were slowly but surely realizing that that just wasn't in the cards for us during our UK tour.
Yeah.
So
there was a lot going on. And yeah, at the shows, I think we were just like way too in the moment because, and then also as the trip progressed, so we did My Chem and then we saw Anthony Green and then we did Bring Me. By the time we got to Bring Me, like no content was
no
made
brain cells left
at all. No brain cells left. And then also I think that's what we were most excited for.
Like the anticipation of it all. We
were so focused on
we were hyper focused. Like as we should be, because that's the entire reason why we decided to go to England in the first place.
100%.
We knew that we needed to see that with our own eyeballs and we're gonna get to that. There's so much to say. It actually
heart palpitation.
I actually could start crying. I actually feel sick to my stomach over it still. Yeah.
Me too. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. Obviously, we traveled there. The flight there, completely fine. We slept,
We slept and we played chess.
We did play chess, and then we also listened to Count Your Blessings.
Yes.
Together, which was fun.
Really fun.
We watched some Love Island.
Yes.
And then we got there. Let's see. So we arrived in London.
And we pretty much booked it straight to Camden.
Yeah.
Which we heard a lot of, there's like a big alternative scene there.
Yeah.
Not quite as much as we were expecting, I would say. It felt a little bit more touristy.
I think it used to be a lot more of like an alternative
scene
market to go to, and then over the years maybe it's turned a little bit like you said, touristy.
There were still definitely like pockets of it and like some cool things, but some of the things that we really wanted to see like weren't even open. Like some of the bars weren't, or like pubs, like the darker pubs weren't open quite yet by the time we were there. And then we wanted to go to like Raven Records, they were closed.
And
scary.
They did not look happy to see us. And then also it's hot as fuck.
Yeah. There was a UK heat wave happening in London, which if you know us, we were trying to escape the heat.
Yep.
And we were unpleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I mean, we were dripping sweat
from our eyeballs, like our friend said.
From our eyelids for the first like half of the trip. Once we were in Manchester, everything was really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did Camden and really just like shopped around, went through all the shops for like 5 hours, and we checked out Shoreditch, which is just like another,
really
we
cool.
thought like more of like an alternative side of London.
Did some thrifting, went to some vinyl shops, went to a couple hotels. What did we do that night? Went and ate Thai food.
Night we had Thai food. We didn't make any dinner reservations.
We suck.
So we just like looked up Thai places around us and went to.
It was fire.
It was really fucking good.
I'm like thinking about it still.
I think it was
so saucy.
Our best dinner. Our only other dinner was Ivy Asia.
I know, but I think I like that more. All because of the
crudo, yes. The crudo stole the show. But the sea bass was disappointing.
Oh, disappointing, yeah.
Anyways.
God forbid we're disappointed by our sea bass.
I know.
But, yeah.
Then day 2 of London is when we saw My Chem. And during the day, we went to an art museum.
Okay, yeah. Art museum, we went to Youngblood's pop-up.
Oh, yeah, and that was so cute.
It was called Brat. It was called
Beautifully Romanticized.
Emotionally.
Something.
Nope.
No.
That's an A, not an E.
I'll look it up.
Okay. Artistically.
Beautifully romanticized, accidentally traumatized.
Oh, that's really cute. It's also funny to me that, he's British. Charlie XCX is British. She has her whole Brat Summer situation and he decides to name his clothing brand Brat. I thought that was interesting.
I kind of think that Brat, the store, was around before
her Brat situation.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of think so. Don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know either, but I was pleasantly surprised with it.
Yeah, it was so cool.
I thought
so well curated.
Was so cool. And the store itself was super cool. It was like all black in there. He had like a record player going with like really good music, and there was like some really good like branding
downstairs
opportunities.
Dungeon.
Yeah, we went downstairs. There was like a pool table. You could like sign the walls, and there was like a fake stage and all this stuff. I don't know.
All
really
around
cool vibes.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was really cool. Worth looking at, for a minute or two.
Mm-hmm.
We were there for maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all you really needed.
For sure. And then let's see, we went to the Winston Churchill pub.
Oh, yeah, in Notting Hill, which is just a gorgeous area of London. Like, if I lived in London, I would love to live around that area. Had ourselves a spritz, little pregame before we started getting ready for my chem.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went back to the hotel, collected all our my chem things, took all of those things to one of our friends' houses that she was staying at, and all got ready together, and that was really fun.
It was fun. Just to have a girl time in London.
Yeah, just some girl time and, like, getting to, like, listen to some my chem before the show and, like, pregame it, and then take an hour-long train ride pretty much, like a adventure in the heat with, like, all the other emos that were in London.
And I was feeling
Abby was
down
sick.
Bad.
Yeah.
Was not feeling good.
She was being a trooper.
The heat makes me feel horrendous. And there's no AC in London at all.
That's why you can't escape it. That's why the heat is so bad there, because it's like here in America, obviously we have so much AC going on. And so it's like, if it's really hot where you are, all you got to do is go inside.
Yeah, the second you step inside, you're going to need a jacket.
There's no going inside in London.
There's no escaping the heat, so it was really bad. The train was horrible. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to be able to enjoy the show. Like, I don't know.
And I had, like, so much energy at this point, so.
And it's a good thing we had another friend there, because I was like,
Take her
away from me. I have to sit here.
I was, like, jumping off the walls pretty much. I was, like, filled with, I don't really know what, excitement.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
But the second that we arrived to Wembley.
Yeah. You, like, turned on.
It, like
a flip switched
it all hit me. And I was just so freaking excited. And we, like, walked up through, like, there was, like, a really
long pathway.
We were taking some pictures. We were just, like, walking in with everyone else. And everyone was, like, talking to each other and, like, saying, like, random things to each other. And it was just so fun to see,
they had
like,
my chem playing
all the emos out and about. We're all singing, just having a good time. And then
we saw our real life demolition lovers.
We did.
There was, like, a random building that was getting broken down.
Demolished.
And there was, like, truly they were demolishing it in our eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a sign they're gonna play demolition lovers tonight. Like, I just know it. I was getting so pumped up. And then it didn't happen.
It did not happen.
But we'll get there.
And then we get closer to the stadium and we hear that they were already starting.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. We could hear Gerard singing, and we were like, surely this is just a tease. No, it was him.
Yeah.
So we had to make a big run for it.
Started really, really running.
True sprint. Like,
true.
That was probably our fastest run the whole trip, maybe.
Maybe outside of the airport coming home.
True.
But we didn't have any bags weighing us down.
Mm-mm.
I was zooming.
You were zooming. Your clothes were flying off.
My clothes were flying off, which is really unfortunate for anyone that saw
I'll
me.
literally never forget. I have very memorable videos. Maybe if I can find an appropriate one, we can put it right here.
But for some context, I've loved my chem a lot since I was, like, probably 12 years old. The Black Parade is my album of albums. So I just wanted to see the whole entire thing, and I was really devastated that we were missing part of it. And Gabby, like, loves the album, but, like, maybe not
that wasn't
as much.
my album, though.
Maybe not as much as me, at first. So then we get to the show. Wembley is insane. Like,
90,000 people.
And I have a hard time, like, picturing amounts of people, but walking into that stadium was just absolutely nutty. Seeing the amount of people. I mean, everyone looked like ants.
If you had a seat in the nosebleeds, I was like, how? I mean, luckily there was really good screens so everybody could kind of see, but we were pit. And we didn't pay very much to be pit. How much did we pay?
That's another thing. Europeans have it fucking on lock. Whatever law they have in place to outlaw price gouging is everything.
I know.
Because also we want to see my chem again back here in the States, and tell me why the same exact tickets are $900.
$900 for a pit ticket.
When we paid like $150.
But what also is super unfair is that I like want to be true pit, and so that's like $900. There's some going for like $400 that are in the pit, but they're seated pit tickets. I'm sorry.
What the hell is the point of that?
I don't want to be seated. I want to be able to jump around.
Yeah.
That makes me crazy.
Yeah.
I have to go. I need to figure out a way for it to not be $900.
We're gonna figure out a way.
We paid what, $250 each?
I don't know if it was 150 to...
No, not 350, but
it was 150 to 250. I can't remember.
Okay. Either way, it was a great price.
Great price for the experience that we had. The show was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
With my own eyes.
They put on such a theatrical performance, and it was such an experience, and you're so involved. And the last time we saw My Chem was at when we were Young Fest in Vegas, and we were in the back, literally sitting on the ground. So we didn't really like actually experience it.
We were up close and personal for this one.
And it was just such an involved show, and I just freaking love that. I love a theatrical performance, so it was everything to me. And like being able to see Gerard like with my own two eyes, we were both wearing our contacts, so it was just everything.
Yeah, my contacts really saved me, and like I can't wait to wear them to every show for the rest of my life now. And I know that there's gonna be a lot of people on here like, finally, blah blah. I got my contacts the day that we left at 9 a.m. Our flight left at like 6 p.m. and I was at the eye doctor at 9 a.m. I was like, I'm getting fucking contacts. I'm not going to be jealous of Abby. I'm going to be able to see. And I did that. And I put them in and I took them out.
All by herself.
All by myself.
With some direction.
With some help.
But my fingers didn't have to go in her eyes.
They almost did.
And I thought they would for sure. But tell the folks about your experience seeing
So as soon as I locked eyes. As soon as I locked eyes with Gerard, I quite literally, like, something flipped in me. Maybe it was after, like, the first two songs.
It was during the second song.
Okay, because, like, of that album, Sharpest Lives is my favorite song on the album. And so that's when it happened. And that's when it clicked for me. I was like, I fucking love this song so much. I am going to die. Like, the empires and vampires of it all. I actually couldn't control myself, and I felt like something taking over.
Time yet. I just feel like down bad. She's okay. For Gerard.
Like this deep new love and obsession for Gerard, specifically.
Yeah.
Like for the whole band, but really for Gerard. I just didn't know that he had the twinkle in his eye that he does.
And she didn't know he had like the charisma.
Like, I knew that he had the theatrics.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he had the charisma and, like, the on of it all. I don't even know how to put it into words. I feel, like, shy and embarrassed even talking about it, actually.
Yes. Whatever, the whole world's seen you crying about it already.
I know, but, like, it's different for me to be crying over... like my favorite song not being played.
I didn't post the video. There's a second follow-up video to the video of her crying about Demolition Lovers being played. And it was 2 seconds after I stopped filming that, she saw that Gerard came out in a skeleton onesie and actually started sobbing.
Well, because I love a skeleton onesie specifically. I know that sounds extremely specific, but like I'm a Phoebe Bridgers fan. I obviously love when Maddie Healy wore it in tribute to her. I love like anybody wearing a skeleton onesie. I own a couple of skeleton onesies. It felt like a direct hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then when I saw that, I just like couldn't contain myself because he looked so unbelievably perfect and gorgeous in every single way. And then on top of it, that's just like my favorite song. For him to be playing it in the skeleton onesie, it truly felt like a personal attack on my character and well-being.
Yep.
Because I've been thinking about it nonstop since. I had to make it my background on my phone. It makes me sick. And anyways, the rest of the show, I was down bad.
Yep.
I was down bad because I just couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't know that I was going to like be experiencing it like that. And I didn't know it was going to hit me that way. And
I didn't either.
I didn't know the magic I was going to feel. Yeah. And then I was off the wall after that, pretty much.
For the rest of the trip.
Off my rocker. Yeah.
Off her rocker the rest of the trip. Truly, anytime that we would talk about My Chem or Gerard, she would start crying the rest of the trip.
There's something wrong with me, obviously. Can't be normal about anything.
Anytime she had a moment that she could be on her phone, she's looking up Reddit lore and
fan
all sorts of shit,
interviews, and like I was just like, tell me more. Like I never knew like the deep lore that the albums had in themselves, and then also like
about him,
about the band, and about the Ferrard of it all. And I don't even know if I've told you about all that.
No, I haven't learned about the Ferrard of it all, but like about him and his wife getting married on the Linkin Park tour.
Oh, sickening! Writing each other love notes on their neck. but now I might be more in love with the idea of him and Frank together.
Oh.
That's the Ferrard of it all.
Okay, so
and
you're gonna have to fill me in on that.
And there's like a lot of fanfic about it. Might have to read up on that.
You're finally gonna open Wattpad?
I'm gonna open Wattpad for the first time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do it for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One Direction was my entry to that.
I know. Did he write some too?
No, I didn't write some.
Okay, sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so that was our My Chem show. Yeah. And then the next morning.
Wait. We got to talk about it a little bit more.
Okay,
Just a tiny bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
Wanted to let everybody know that we got to see Honey live, even though at the beginning when it was playing, I didn't realize that it was it. Because there was a lot happening. They moved from stage A to stage B, and we couldn't decide if we wanted to move from stage A to stage B. We stayed and moved up in the pit, thinking they would come backwards, and then they didn't.
Yeah.
So now we know that.
I don't think it's going to be
I don't think it really matters here in the States so much because of the seating of it all.
Yeah.
And then our other surprise songs were like a Morrissey cover that I didn't know. And then
Jack the Ripper.
Do what? Yeah.
Is that the Jack the Ripper?
Mm-hmm. And then we got a couple of songs off of Danger Days that they hadn't played in like a long time that I didn't. So I'm not well versed in Danger Days at all, but I have been listening to it ever since. And now I have like a lot more heart for it than I did originally.
Yeah.
Even though I still think it's my least favorite of the albums.
Yeah, me too.
What did we get that was like really fun? Because
those weren't surprise songs, though. The Danger Days songs are on every set list.
I don't think so, because when they re-released Danger Days, like, you know, a couple weeks ago or whatever, they gave out 9 new songs with the re-release. Yeah, and we got one of those. We got Destroya.
I thought that was on every set list. Or maybe that was
on every set list.
Because before we went to the shows, I looked up like the 10 most recent set list and like did deductive reasoning and like picked the most common ones.
Yeah, and that was on it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
maybe I'm wrong.
Na.
Yeah, we got na. And then we also got Planetary Go.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
those were on the set list.
Gotcha. Okay, so really our surprise songs were Honey and the Morrissey cover.
Yeah.
Got it. I mean, we got super lucky with Honey. I still wish it was Demolition Lovers or Early Sunsets, but alas, we'll go again. And maybe they'll play it.
So then the next morning, we woke up and we went to Nottingham to see Anthony Green. And in Nottingham, we got there really late because we had to change our train ticket because originally we had booked it for 8 a.m. And then after My Chem, we were like, there's no way in the world. So we changed it to, I think, like 11:30. And
we barely made that.
Yeah.
We were running.
So, like, thank God that we changed it. So then we just, like, toyed around the town a little bit, went to some thrift stores. And, I mean, like, the city center itself was really charming. And there was, like, there
was, like, some areas that were, like, really beautiful and, like, scenic little roads and stuff like that. Cute little pubs and shops here and there, but, like, all around, like, really small town.
So, yeah, for sure. And then we saw Anthony at the Bodega. Which is like a really small bar / venue there. I mean, there were probably like 75 to 100 people max.
Yeah.
There.
Definitely. There was basically like a little bar downstairs and like a little outside area, and you went upstairs and there was like a small showroom. And yeah, there was probably like, I would say 80 people there.
Yeah. And it was a great show.
Well, yeah, so we had just seen Anthony maybe like
a month ago.
3 months prior?
Yeah.
Oh, not even?
No, I don't know. I think it was cold outside.
Yeah. Anyways, he had a very similar set list.
Yeah.
To the show that we had seen back over here. But he did add a couple of things, like a song from Avalon that I really, really love. Wait, what is it called? Oh, he added a Devil song from Avalon, which is like my favorite song on Avalon. So that was exciting for me. And then he also added East Coast Winters, which I had never heard live. So that was exciting. He played like maybe 3 or 4 circa songs. I think 3.
Yeah, maybe 3.
Yeah, 3. It was just like really fun to see him like a small, intimate setting. So then we talked to Anthony after the show. And he also went to My Chem the night that we saw them.
Yeah, so we bonded over that.
And that was cute. And then
he said it was such a sick show that he was going to go again on the Saturday show. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he knew or not that he was opening for them yet.
Yeah.
I kind of don't think he did.
I kind of don't think they had asked him quite yet. Because I feel like he would have told us.
Yeah.
And
maybe, I don't know. Maybe not because it was going to be, like, announced. But
true.
Who knows? But that's just so amazing because, I mean, the tour that he was on got canceled because the Alkaline Trio, they were, one of the members, Matt, was dealing with some, I think it was health issues or a health emergency. So, I mean, I'm sure that put Anthony in like a tough spot for tour. And I think that he's like maybe friends with Frank or something.
He's friends with Frank, and it might be because of Ellis Dunes. Is Frank in Ellis Dunes?
No way.
I know.
Is he?
I know that sounds crazy, but hold on. Let me just see. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I kind of knew that, but then I like was second guessing myself, and yeah, he is. Yeah. So like that's definitely how that went down.
Okay. So I feel like he already knew when we talked to him.
I think that's crazy that maybe just because it wasn't announced yet, he couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how nerve-wracking it would be to go from playing the bodega to playing
90,000 people.
90,000 people, but probably not nerve-wracking at all for him.
Yeah.
Because of how, like, the person
that
he
feeds
is.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But anyways, like, so excited and happy for him, and we're going to be seeing him
again.
And he's going to be like, hey, again. But it was worth a pit stop.
For sure.
It was so fun and like so cool. And we went to this like really spooky bar right before too. And that was really cool too. So then we wake up and get on another train that was canceled. And we had to re-switch. So then we had to stop in Sheffield. We made a dire mistake of not stopping.
The biggest mistake ever.
Maybe the biggest mistake of our entire
lives.
Of our lives. As we know it.
Ollie Sykes and like the rest of Bring Me are from Sheffield. Ollie has his own vegan restaurant there. Not sure if it's gluten-free
restaurant / like store where he sells Drop Dead.
Yeah. And I would have done anything to see that place. I think it's called The Church. Would have loved to eat in there. Would have loved to have bought some Drop Dead stuff. But yeah, so that was a big miss. But we just got on our connection, went to Manchester, and instantly when we got to Manchester,
different vibe.
Just a different vibe. And I freaking loved it. Like, I would move there tomorrow.
Same.
I loved all of the architecture. Like, there was amazing architecture in London and Nottingham too, but the architecture in Manchester just was, it felt different.
It felt like a little bit more historic in some ways. I mean, obviously there's certain areas of London that are like that as well. But there was just something, like the vibe about Manchester itself is like a little bit grungier, a little bit more slower pace, smaller.
Yeah. And every single person that we met there, like mostly like people that were working and stuff, but everyone was so insanely nice to us. And that was just a breath of fresh air.
It really was.
And I don't know, what did we do? We went shopping the first day, spent a shit ton of money because
we spent so much money.
We looked at each other, we're like, okay, we're already gonna have to buy a suitcase to share to get back because we have a little bit of extra stuff. So if we're already buying a suitcase, should we go crazy?
Yeah.
And then we went crazy.
There's a store called Damaged Society that they only have in England, and I had always been following them on Instagram, and I was like, I need to see this in real life. So we like went to their mall
and then bought everything.
We bought everything in there.
Yeah.
I truly bought probably like 10 t-shirts.
Yeah.
And I bought like a dress, a long sleeve, like a crop top. I mean, and the workers there were just so nice. They gave us so much insight onto like where we should go that night, and like all of them were all going to the show, and there was just like such good vibes in the store that we just went crazy.
We did go crazy. I bought a whole new outfit for the Bring Me show because originally I had planned to wear long sleeves, and I was like, I totally could have ended up doing it because it was really nice out, but anyways, I bought this like mesh dress that I ended up wearing.
I bought it too.
Yeah.
We both had to have it.
Yeah, we both bought matching tank tops, a lot of matching things just because that's what we do. And then we went to, what was it? Afflecks?
Yeah.
So
cool.
Sickest place I've ever been in.
It's like a 5-story collective of different vendors and like spooky shops and alternative stores and knickknacks and all kinds of stuff. It was so freaking cool. Yeah.
Like you got some t-shirts. Yeah. I got some rings. I got some rings, which is really fun. I think that's like my new thing. Whenever I travel somewhere, I'm going to buy rings.
Yeah, it's fun.
We were in there for like forever. Like you're like
walking to a guy that had an owl.
A pet owl.
A pet owl.
Aurora.
So cute. But he was so nice. He was like, I could meet up with you guys and show you my owl. And like we were going to, but we didn't have enough time. He had sleep token stuff all over his like vendor booth.
Yeah.
I was like, sleep token in the wild. I'm just like in my space.
Yeah, it was just so cool to see, like, to be in those stores that had so much of the stuff that we were into.
Like-minded people.
And then like-minded people. Because I just feel like we don't really have that here in the States, or at least, like, where we live. There's not much of, like, more of, like, an alternative scene or area of our city or anything like that. So, like, I don't know, the whole city kind of being like that was just...
And obviously there was lots of Bring Me fans there for the show. And so
that was super fun in itself, too. Like, everyone was walking around Manchester wearing Bring Me merch.
Everyone.
And we were like, oh, there's one. Like,
I was, like, taking, like, sneaky videos of everybody. I was like, this is just so much fun. I made a little TikTok about it. But we all flocked to the John Ryland Library, which was, like, one of the sickest, most beautiful libraries I've ever
it was, like, Gothic architecture.
Yeah. It was just sickening, everything of the sort. We went to, like, a Gothic cathedral. What else did we do?
I think that was about it. And then we went to dinner that night.
Yeah, we had an incredible
crudo
and a sea bass and some nigiri. And I had a pandan espresso martini that was fire.
I had a vodka water with lime juice, which I guess, like, I don't know if Europeans or people in the UK do not order that, but the waiter was not happy that I ordered that.
They were like, I can't believe I had to say that to the bartender.
I was like, sorry.
Oh, God forbid you have to get my friend a vodka water.
It's what I want.
Yeah, like,
I have tummy issues.
I was literally about to, like, throw hands with him. But
he was still really nice.
But he was he?
He was okay. Know. He was fine.
Harry? Yeah.
Harold?
No, he looked like Prince Harry.
Yeah. And then
we went to that.
Oh, we went to that bar.
Yeah, it was kind of like a punky bar.
Yeah.
It was like underground.
It was really freaking cool, but we had given ourselves a curfew of 12:15 because we were like, we have Bring Me tomorrow, like, we cannot be tired.
So we really only spent like an hour there.
If we had a curfew, why did we wake up so late
the next day?
I don't know. We were so dead body that we didn't get out of bed until like 2:00. And that was really fucking stupid of us.
We made a big that was one of our most dire mistakes.
Yeah. And then we went and got burgers and then we got ready.
And by the time we got ready, we missed like half of the day.
Yeah.
And we had to like sprint ourselves
the whole day.
We pretty much missed the whole day.
We missed every single set except for Bring Me, which
it's pretty embarrassing to say out loud.
Yeah.
But it is the truth.
It is just the truth. It's our truth.
But we did still like freaking throw bows to get to the front.
Yeah.
So that was good. And it was quite the journey, like getting into the crowd. You know, we had to like follow a lot of people in. And
but it was also really easy though.
It was easier than I thought it was going to be. There was one moment where we were kind of like stuck.
Oh, we were sardines.
Yeah, we were sardines. And I was like, this could be bad. And Abby was like, I'm scared. And I was like,
I was slightly scared, you know? I was just like a little bit scared. Even though the pit didn't end up being like nearly as scary as I thought it was going to be.
Looking back on the videos, it was. I just don't think we could see it.
No, properly. But even looking back at the videos for me, it's not as scary as I was picturing in my brain.
Envisioning. Yeah.
I was picturing it being like, death. Everyone's getting wheeled out. Death.
Yeah.
I was picturing death.
Well, Ollie wanted death, but we didn't give it to him.
He was telling us to kill each other.
He said, take care of each other, but also kill each other.
And I really wanted to. So what we ended up doing was we were on the very like edge of the pit next to a railing, which was so nice. We could feel the breeze. No one was touching us. And we had a perfect view of the stage.
Yeah.
Which I loved.
We were on a ramp, so we were like elevated in a sense that like all the tall guys in front of us, like we could see over their heads, but we were still close enough to the front that like Ollie was right there.
Yes, which I loved our viewing and I loved our experience, but there were times
where you wanted to hop in.
Where I wanted to hop in, but it was the kind of crowd where if you like went to hop in, I couldn't get back to my like place, and we did have a really good place. Sure. But I just feel like the people around us weren't like giving so much energy, and I wanted to be feral.
You wanted to go hard.
It's like I wish we would have gone Friday and Saturday, so I could have
seen the vibes.
Yeah, I could have like, you know, had my good view Friday, you know, seen it perfectly, being able to like capture it with my brain, because I did capture it with my brain.
Yeah, I did too. It's like, replaying in there.
It's replaying constantly. It's the only thing I'm thinking about, but I wish I could have gone another day and like been feral.
Me too. Remember when I suggested that we went 2 days and you were like, no, we can't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And talk about another mistake.
But like maybe next time you listen to me.
Maybe next time I will.
Because as happy as I was with it, I was trying to like be in the moment, but also like take some videos so that I could remember it and rewatch it. And there's just like a fine balance. And like we were trying to make content, but like not too much. And like you know, you just can't get it all. But if we would have went both days, then we would have been able to like see both. But then we could have went too hard Friday, and then Saturday could have been ruined. You never know.
Yeah.
We're just lucky that we got to do it.
We are so lucky.
Nobody is ever going to see that with their eyes ever again. I was talking to Abby about it, and I was like, the only time I've ever been to like a show like this where like I really remember it being like the way that it was with like the no barrier and stuff is just like old Warp days. Then I had to like backtrack and figure out like when I saw Bring Me during Warped, and it was 2013. And like I went and looked at like some YouTube videos of like other people that like took videos from that day, and like there was no barricade, like just how it was for us. Even though there was like, it was funny, like, because it was like there was a wall, and then there was like a stage that you could get on, and then if all he needed to jump and like be further, he could, which made so much sense to me, to be honest.
Yeah,
and he was still being a freak.
They can't overcrowd like the whole entire band.
Of course,
I think Ollie was the only one getting down onto that second stage that people could get on, because like, I don't know, if you're like rushing like everyone else, like that's just like not the vibe. They can't play the instruments the same way, and like you could step on something, fuck something up, like who knows. But yeah, Ollie was being a freak. He was being a menace, and I loved every second of it. He was so in it with the crowd, and he was just so on the vibe. And it was unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
He sounded the best he's ever sounded. He looked the best he's ever looked. He's so fucking swole. He's just like, he truly is like this big demon.
Yeah.
He was sounding
big fucking demon and big fucking Timbs.
Diabolical. The Timbs, they look like they're size 21. Like,
and they're stompers, and he was stomping on the people. He was jumping on people in the crowd. There's this one video of him like jumping into the crowd from the girl that like he like jumped on, and it's freaking hilarious.
Everybody was saying, well, somebody in the comments, like we posted a video of him or whatever, like him jumping into the crowd, and they were like, he was so sweaty, his legs were like rubbery, and somebody was like, oily Sykes. And I was like, that is freaking funny.
That is freaking funny. Apparently he was giving out rings to people that were like getting up on the stage, which is so cool. We met some guy after the show. We went to Satan's Hollow, which they were having like an official Bring Me after party, and it was
they played so many Bring Me songs. It was so fucking fun.
And then we got to meet all these other Bring Me fans, and one of the guys said he had like gone up on stage and Ollie had handed him a ring. I did look up Drop Dead's rings.
Are they the rings?
It was a Drop Dead
That
ring.
makes so much sense. That was our guest, and we were like, why didn't you wear the ring out today? And he was like, I don't want to lose it. And I was like, you know what? That's a fair point. That's a very fair point. Like, that makes so much sense. But like
what a fun memento.
What a fun memento.
That's just so nice and so crazy.
It is.
It was probably the best show I've ever seen in my life. And
I think for me too.
Theatrics, you know, like there's so many really, really good shows that I've seen that are elevated by the theatrical performance and all of the lights and the visuals and stuff like that. He didn't have a single visual. There were some green lights and there was a little bit of fire.
Yeah.
But like
the pre-visuals were really cute. There was like this little, I don't know, ant fairy thing that like came on the screen and was like showing people like how to mosh and stuff. And we were like, that's so funny. I was seeing all these other TikToks about it, and like there was a lot of people that were like, Americans aren't going to know what this is about. Maybe it's like something that they do in England. I don't really know, but I was like, that's funny. We thought it was really cute.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. But all that to say is like they didn't need any of
they didn't need anything.
Like just production,
just
you know?
Divine. Just perfect. Chef's
it was
kiss.
Just everything.
And like
everything.
Just hearing the whole album in full is diabolical. His face was
his
so
vein
red,
was about to popping.
There's no words. And honestly,
speechless.
like, okay, all of Count Your Blessings, like, don't get me wrong, it was like perfect, smart, gorgeous, everything of the sort. He went so fucking hard for Dehumanized, probably because it was his first time playing it.
Yeah.
Well, technically a second, but he was out of body. You know what I mean? He was out of
I would
body.
do anything to transport myself back and live it again, because it's just something that's going to live truly rent-free in my head for, I think,
forever
the rest
and ever
of my
and
life.
ever and ever.
And I don't think anything's ever going to meet that.
I know. And then, like, when we flipped to the B side of everything, I, like, didn't know exactly what we were going to get. We were kind of hoping that we were going to get a little bit of a one-off from Friday.
Yeah, I just thought it was going to be same, but different.
Yeah.
Like, same
we thought
albums
maybe we'd get, like,
for
Chelsea
each
Smile.
one. Yeah.
Or something of that
sort,
yeah.
But
I thought maybe we were gonna get Shed Light, like, just because there was so much play on it or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, we still got one song from that, so like it was okay. But I don't know. There was something when he sang Blessed with a Curse, like that man, I've never seen him like that.
Yeah.
Like that was the one song that I was like, he was out of body. You could tell it was like so cathartic.
Yeah, and he like was feeling all of the emotions of singing that song and like the whole show, I think. It was just really beautiful to see.
Sick. Yeah. I couldn't believe like what I was witnessing with my eyes in any capacity.
Yeah.
It was just so full circle and so incredible, and thank you, Ollie, for everything.
Everything. And then we got our merch.
Do you want to see it?
Yes. We both got Medusa shirts.
Well, mine's not Medusa. I mean, she looks like Medusa, but it's from Dragon Slaying. Or like Liquor. And
you have the other Medusa shirt.
Oh, yeah. We got these girls. Show you the back. It's like comfiest t-shirt I've ever worn in my life.
Wait, so the shirt you're wearing isn't Medusa?
I don't know if this girl is Medusa, but like it says she haunts me, which is from Dragon Slaying or like Liquor and Love Lost or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I thought it was. I like didn't look closely enough. Like I thought her blue hair were snakes, but they're not.
They're not. Yeah. It's funny because when I first saw it, I thought it was Medusa's shirt too, but then I saw the lyrics on the bottom.
Yeah.
But also this was not Count Your Blessings exclusive. Like to
it's
the
online.
Show. Yeah, like it's online, but this one was exclusive to the show, which is really sick. And then Abby got another one that I'm having deep regrets about not getting.
Is this one exclusive to the show?
Yeah.
This one's so sick. And the back says recount your blessings.
Yeah, I messed up.
You did.
You know, I never deprived myself of anything. And then for some reason, when I was at the show, I was like, you get 2 shirts. That's it. Cut off.
And I was trying to get 3.
For what?
And I was like, should I get this third one? And Gabby was like, no, you should really only get 2. And then I had to ignore her because I was like, I have to get it because there's another shirt for Braille.
That's just not true, though, because I was going to get a third shirt. I was going to get the Jador.
But I did. You
Deathcore.
were like, you shouldn't get 2 long sleeves.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I did say that. Because I just thought you weren't going to want 2 long sleeves. But now I also wish that I had the other long sleeve.
Like, desperately.
Yeah, that was so
said,
silly.
I whispered in her ear, and it's like there's like
it's
death.
like a Dracula looking.
Yeah, it looked very like old horror movie-esque.
And it said Count Your Blessings on the sleeve.
It was perfect.
So silly.
And I was going to get it. I ignored her, and I was going to get it, but they were out of my size.
Yeah.
And it was super upsetting.
And they're not online. And that's the other problem with the chem. The merch was open at the beginning of the show, but we were like trying to get into the venue, and we thought, oh, we'll get it afterwards. They closed all the merch stands down, so we didn't get the jerseys. So if you're watching this and you're going to a show,
no, it's Wembley exclusive.
Oh, it was No, I don't think it was. It really?
I think so.
I thought I saw like merch tents at Florence tonight that had it.
Oh, I don't know.
But I don't know. But anyways, that's tonight, so it doesn't matter. This video.
Well, so are they going to have it whenever we go again in the States?
That's what I was kind of wondering. I don't know, but I am sick to my stomach over the fact that it's $900. I can't think about it.
Okay. But yeah, that was our trip. Then the next day we slept until 3 p.m. Oh, because we went out to Satan's Hollow until 4 a.m.
Yep.
Which was insane of us.
We didn't know that the Manchester clubs are open till 4 a.m. We got there, we were like, oh, we're just going to spend a couple of hours here. All of a sudden, it was like 4:15 in the morning, and we were like screaming in the streets.
And then when we left, it was 4 in the morning, right?
Light outside.
Bright outside. I don't know. I Googled it. Apparently that's a thing, but it was really fucking trippy. Thank God we had blackout curtains. Then we slept until 3 p.m. And then the next day we
had a whole plan to go to York. And then we were like, we can't do that. Then we had to go find a suitcase. So we went to Primark. Anyways, bought a stupid ass suitcase.
Got a suitcase that we are going to throw in the dumpster.
Yeah.
And then we had a Sunday roast, which was incredible.
Divine.
And we were very delirious all day. And then
crying, laughing. Yeah. It was like one of those kind of days.
Yeah.
Then we had the most diabolical journey home that you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, just a 36-hour travel day. Our connecting flight to get back home, we missed. They put us on another one. We missed that one. Not due to us.
No.
If you're thinking that. It was because our plane was delayed because of weather. And then we had to stay overnight. And that was just horrendous.
They had to put us up in a hotel. And then the next day, they didn't have any flights until like noon. And then I went to bed as soon as I got home.
I watched the Love Island finale.
I physically couldn't. I like knocked out for like 15 hours.
Yeah.
Now we're here
recording.
1 day later.
No breaks.
Yep. That was weird.
But that was our trip. If you listen to this whole thing, sorry it's so long. And
I was going to say sleep is for the weak.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our UK tour. Want to do it again?
I do. Desperately.
I desperately do too.
Like, take me back.
Take me back and let me like soak it in a tiny bit more than I did. Like, I obviously did, but you know, it's like post-concert depression's really hard.
It's hitting hard.
But you know, I think post-Europe trip is also extremely hard.
Yeah.
And so like the combination of the two and it being a tour and it like being go, go, go and like fun and like laugh. I don't know. It's always really sad.
So many laughs and chucks and now there's none.
Laughs. Yeah. And like no more dada.
No more papa.
No more papa.
All right. Well, thanks for watching our story time. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.